Hello guys, today we will discuss one of topic. It is very known in chemical science, polymer. So the most important thing, what is polymer? For key idea, we can discuss here. Polymer are large molecules which are made up of thousands of small molecules. In a polymer, there is 10 to the power 4 to 10 to the power 7 monomers. Monomers are the smaller molecules which combine with each others and make up a large chain of molecule that is called polymer. So for example, suppose it is n molecules of ethylene. When it go in polymerization, then a chain is found. The n molecules chain combine with each other, all the double bond is break and single bond are formed. It combines with each other one by one and a long chain is obtained like this. And so on, many molecules are attached to each others and a large molecules is obtained that is called polyethylene. And P. The second topic is degree of polymerization. For key idea definitions, there is the number of units present in a polymer is called degree of polymerization. It also can explain by this method. It is here is a n monomers of ethylene and it combines and a large molecule is obtained, and here the number is represented by n, and this n is represent the number of monomers and it is represent the degree of polymerizations. The next topic is functionality. So what is functionality? Functionality Functionality means the active sites of the molecule. For the formation of polymers, only those molecules which have at least two functional sites are considered as monomer. That is, a monomer should possess at least two functional sites. Mean the both sides of a molecules must be functional sites. Like here is ethylene, the very simple example. when it undergoes in polymerization, then the bond between carbon-carbon is broken and it is formed. So this is the functionality of this carbon. Like this, one another example is CH2 vinyl chloride. It also same functionalities too. Like this, many other examples of CN and alcohol, and the product obtained. Polymerizations. The process of polymerization can be explained by these methods. Polymerization. The process of formations of polymer from the corresponding monomer is called polymerization. It is of two types: addition polymerization and the second is condensation polymerization. So first we discuss addition polymerization. Polymerization. So for key idea is that polymerization in which a single polymer is obtained by the reactions of monomers without eliminations of any small molecules. So in the polymerization, addition polymerizations, only single molecule is obtained and that is without any small molecules. So for example, we can take here SM, ethylene, ethylene cyanide, and vinyl chloride and tetrafluoroethylene. Tetrafluoroethylene, it is tetrafluoroethylene. It undergoes in polymerizations and polytetrafluoroethylene is obtained. It is also known as Teflon. The another example is ethylene acetate. In the reaction of ethylene acetate, polyethylene acetate is obtained. Generally, the compounds with dual bonds show addition polymerizations. So it is the general thought that those compounds which have double bonds, they show addition polymerization. Now we talk about another example, another process, that is condensation polymerization. In condensation polymerization, that polymerization in which a polymer is obtained followed by the elimination of a small molecules. So in this polymerization, one of a small molecules also eliminated. The monomer with functional groups having affinity with each others undergo condensation polymerization. In these polymerizations, those molecules participate, they have functional groups. The functional groups, like the example of hexamethylene diamine, and it reacts with adipic acid. When it reacts with adipic acid, then one H from amine and OH from adipic acid removed, and it is obtained and it is very known nylon that is used in the cloth industry. The another example is of them is polyester. By this process polyester also obtained. So in polyester, the one molecule and adipic acid undergoes the reaction, and one of water molecule is released, and polyester is obtained. This is polyester. It is polyester. Then condensation of polymerization is a step growth polymerization in which product is obtained by stepwise manners. In them, first of all, monomer make dimer, then it is trimer, then oligomers, and then polymers. So it is a step growth process, and in this process all the steps come one by one. The next is mechanism of addition polymerization. Mechanism of Addition Polymerization. In addition polymerization can be proceed through flowing three mechanisms. And these three mechanisms are: first is free radical polymerization, second is cationic addition polymerization, and last is anionic addition polymerization. First of all, we talk about free radical polymerization. Polymerization. Mechanism of free radical addition polymerization. In free radical addition reaction, the free radicals initiate the reaction, which are produced through homolytic bond fusion in the presence of peroxide. So in this reaction, one of peroxide initiate the reactions. So in initiation step, one of peroxide, that is the bond fusion take place, and homolytic bond fusion, and finally a radical is obtained. Again, it is unstable, reacts, and CO2 is eliminated and radical is obtained. These free radicals reacts with ethylene, vinyl chloride, and RCH2 single bond CH free radical Cl. Active monomer is obtained. These active monomers participate in propagation step. In propagation, the free radicals or active monomer reacts with n number of vinyl chlorides, and finally a growing polymer is obtained. We can represent these like this. This is growing polymer in terminations. In terminations, there are many steps which can terminate the reactions, but this propagation is one of helpful here. One of H is removed from the molecule and a double bond is formed here and reaction is terminated. The next is we discuss cationic polymerization. Cationic addition polymerization. In cationic polymerization, in this type of addition polymerization, the electrophilic reagents like electrophilic reagents like Lewis acid, ammonium tetrachloride, boron trichloride, ammonium trichloride, boron trichloride, stannous tetrachloride, etc. are used. In this reaction, water also add as co-catalyst. Water is play the role of co-catalyst. In same reactions, in cationic polymerization, carbonium ion is obtained and it works as a intermediate. Intermediate. So we discuss here initiation steps. What happened? Stannous tetrachloride reacts with vinyl halide and intermediate is obtained. Negative charge. It is called intermediate. In propagation, N molecules of vinyl halide reacts with intermediate and a growing polymer is obtained that can be represented like this: essential negative charge and it is N-1. In the termination step, the one hydrogen is eliminated N molecule CH2 CHX plus SnCl4. It is the final polymer. Final polymer is obtained. The next we discuss the anionic free radical polymerization. In anionic polymerizations, anionic polymerization. In anionic addition polymerization, nucleophilic reagents like here reagents are NH2, Cn and CS3, COO- etc. participate and initiate the reaction to form carbon ion. The carbon ion undergoes propagations and form polymer. So in initiation steps, suppose Na Na2 breaks into Na plus plus Na2 minus and vinyl chloride reacts carbon ion intermediate is obtained. In the propagation step, this intermediate reacts with vinyl chloride and CH2CH Cl and CH2 CH minus Cl Na plus, a growing polymer is obtained. In the last termination step, generally termination of anionic polymer is done in the presence of Lewis acid or H plus ion. So in termination, CH2Cl plus NaNH2 is eliminated in the last of the reactions. Anionic polymerization is a specific polymerization because one of question related to anionic polymerization is most of the time asked, and this question is what is living polymerizations. So the living polymerization can be explained anionic polymerization is also known as living polymerization because once the reaction is started, it is impossible to terminate the reactions until all the monomers are consumed. When reaction is terminated due to consumptions of all monomers, then after some days or even some months, reaction will start as it gets fresh monomers. Mean the reaction can't be terminated. If it will be terminated, then after few months or 1 year or maybe after few days, if you will mix some monomers, some fresh monomers, then reaction will automatically restarts. Therefore, this reaction is known as living polymerization. Generally, the polymerization of styrene takes place through anionic polymerizations. The another is polycondensation polymerizations. In polycondensation polymerization, those condensation reaction in which unwanted side reaction took place so that a cyclic product is obtained is called polycondensation polymerization. A cyclic product is obtained. So in these reactions, what happened? It is phthalic acid it reacts and finally a side reaction take place. In that undesired product is obtained. Cyclic product is obtained. So it is a side reaction which takes place and the main products and the main reaction will be plus H2O. It is polyethylene phthalate PET is obtained. The another example is of polyaddition polymerization. Polyaddition polymerization proceed by the migration of atoms from one monomer to another. Usually, vinyl monomers undergoes polyaddition polymerization. So it is styrene, and this is the second molecules of styrene. In procolic acid, it undergoes and the hydrogen from here migrated to here and the product is obtained. Like this same molecule participate again, and the three so the reaction is gone. The polymer obtained by this polymerization is proceeded without free radical, carbonium or carbon ion formations. The polymer is formed by the migrations of hydrogen from the monomer and its addition at the dual bond. Every time at dual bond requires higher activation energy than the free radicals or ionic polymerization. So in next video we will talk about the classifications of polymerizations and the various types of the polymerizations, and in them we discuss some of polymers, how they obtain and how the reactions take place in those polymers and their uses, applications, and in which field they are very useful. So thank you very much. Please subscribe my channel and watch my videos, comments, like, share with your friends. Thank you very much.